All right, well, see a lot of new faces in the room today. Some of you may have seen me walking up and down one of your roads if you live over in Cedar Creek Estates. We're going through slowly but surely through every single subdivision in Hochatown trying to work on roads. Roads is a huge and important goal of ours right now, is to be able to acquire the easements and set forth the arrangements in order for us to be able to come in and maintain these roads. However, a lot of these issues is that many of the roads here in Hochatown are privately owned. So we have to go through owner by owner by owner by owner and acquire that permission to be able to come in and maintain some of these roads here that are not currently owned and operated by the county. So it's a serious undertaking, and we've got Liz here who's going to provide us with a little bit further detail of an update, because she actually has some updates that came through as of today for us to continue progress. And so we've kind of scattered out through all the communities trying to get these easements in place. So we've got roads all up and down the list that we're scurrying through to try and get those permissions set.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that now or later on the road?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. That way, if people are here just for that, they can leave. So as Adam said, there's one group we've already got out, and Adam was literally knocking doors, I think the day before the 4th of July, and then trying to get easements signed. Yeah. Because from a legal perspective, the town can't work on them if we don't have some sort of easement or ownership of the road. So we want to make sure we don't create any issues there. We previously passed an interlocal agreement with the county that would allow us to work on county roads within the town limits of Hochatown. The problem was we were having trouble from a legal perspective identifying which roads were truly county roads. We have analyzed, and we think there is limited liability issues for the town if we rely upon a map that we've been provided by the Board of County Commissioners and go ahead and we're going to prepare a resolution. Adam's going to identify the roads of most priority. They're on that map provided by the county. We're going to have a resolution, and I expect you all will probably have a very quick special meeting sometime next week to approve that resolution, because the next day we can get to work on those roads. We won't have to wait for easements. We're going to go ahead and get easements on those because we want to leave a legacy for this town of having everything documented correctly. But we think an interim fix is to rely upon the roads map provided by the county, the interlocal agreement that we have, and we're going to put a resolution before you guys early next week so that we can get to work on that first set of roads. The other sets of roads that we just got the draft easements on, literally as I was driving out here today, I put it up here, are Tranquil Lane, Timberwolf Trail, I can't read my own writing, Cedar Creek Circle, Mitchell Lane, and then Brienne Circle. So we will be going around and either mailing or hand delivering to try to get those roads, the private owners, to sign off on those so that we can begin on those roads too. So there is significant energy being spent on trying to get the legal stuff that has to be done before we can touch those roads without creating problems. And I think you'll begin seeing actual work on these roads within the next 2 weeks. Especially with respect to the county roads on that map that we're going to rely on as kind of an interim fix while we get this other documentation done. So,
would you share a little bit about Camp Ranch?
Yeah, so on Camp Ranch Road, we've got everything evaluated on that, except there's one piece that we need a private easement on from an individual, and I don't remember their name, but it doesn't matter. But that's the only holdup on that. As soon as we get the remaining private easement executed and back to the town on Camp Ranch, that is ready to put in front of the board. We already have the resolution drafted as well. So there's a possibility if we get that, we can pass all the county roads as well as Camp Ranch in a special meeting next week. Again, if anybody knows the folks involved with that, I think we're just waiting on their attorney to provide an easement back. So, make phone calls abroad or offer to come by and pick it up, those sorts of things. Because once we have that, Camp Ranch is ready to go. Which I know has been
So this is great news, because Liz and I have been duking it out for the last 2 months, because I'm just sitting here spinning my wheels. I'm ready to go get out and start working on these roads, and it's killing me because we're getting destroyed over the condition of these roads. I'm ready to get out here and get some work done. And this resolution is really going to help us charge through. And then as we continue, we're not going to stop here. There's many more roads that we still have to acquire
the idea that we're doing as council and the team that we have working on the roads issue specifically is to get an inventory, a complete inventory of every road that's located within the town of Hochatown. You know it's county, you know it's private, you know it's got an easement, and so you'll be able to look very quickly, oh, there's an issue on such and such road, somebody called and there was washout over the weekend, oh, that's one we can send somebody out there, no big deal.
Yep.
And if it's not, we'll know who owns it, we can make a phone call. So that is a lengthy process, but we are doing the work that you guys will have to rely on for decades to go. We're doing it right.
Once
at the
it's done,
beginning.
it's done, and we don't have to revisit it. So
Yeah.
it's taking a lot of time right now to get us to this point, but once it's finished, we can just get out there and start maintaining these roads as their conditions,
Yeah,
start to
good.
fall apart.